Hello everyone and welcome to another reading vlog. So I haven't done one of these, I think I did one last month. I'm gonna try to do like one a month. It's for me, but either way, we are gonna read some books, talk about life, things like that. My battery's flashing. Ugh. Before I get into talking about the books I'm going to read this week as well as my plans, this video is so kindly sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is a customized online therapy that offers phone, video, and even live chat sessions with your therapist. So you don't have to even be on camera if you don't want to. If you don't know, I'm someone that suffers very greatly with anxiety, especially after I had my first child. I suffered a lot with postpartum depression. I also suffer a lot with medical anxiety, and it took me a while to reach out for help, but I finally did, and I talked to someone, and I am on medication now. And I just wanted to share that because I think we live in a world where mental health is becoming less of a stigma and it's more openly talked about, but there's still a lot of people that suffer in silence. So there's no shame in asking for help. It took me a while, but I'm so glad I did, and medication and talking to someone helps me out greatly. So talk to someone. It is always very beneficial if you do so, because if we want to be the best versions of ourselves, we have to work on ourselves, and that starts with our mental health. So if you're interested in talking to a therapist at BetterHelp, all you have to do is go online and fill out their questionnaire, and they will ask you your specific needs as far as what you're looking for to get out of the therapy. Finish the questionnaire, you get matched with a therapist in under 48 hours. Then you can schedule your video sessions or your phone sessions. Like I said, you don't have to show your face, and you can send your therapist messages that are completely confidential, and you can also change your therapist at any time, because sometimes the one therapist doesn't work out. You can maybe find one that's better suited to you. And there's no charge at all if you want to switch therapists, so don't think I'm stuck with this therapist forever and we're not really driving well. It's no charge to change your therapist. BetterHelp just wants to help you out regardless of which therapist you have. So join the 3+ million people who have taken charge with their mental health with a BetterHelp therapist. So many people use BetterHelp that they are actually recruiting a whole bunch of therapists in all 50 states. So it's growing vastly, and that's amazing. Interested in checking out BetterHelp, just looking for more information, I will have a link down below. And if you want to learn more about BetterHelp, the link will be down below, as well as a code for 10% off your first month if you go to the site www.betterhelp.com/bookables. You get 10% off of your first month with BetterHelp. Just know there's no shame in asking for help, talking to someone. It will benefit you greatly. So thank you so much to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video, and now onto the books I'm planning to read. So I'm planning to read 2 books this week because that is kind of the way I do it, because that's just how it is. This month has just been sheer insanity, let me tell you. I started the very beginning of the month getting the virus, and it sadly went to my husband and my son. We are all okay. I definitely struggled the most with it out of everybody. I think it just hits people differently, but that really affected my reading a ton, so much so that I've been reading not a lot because I still am getting back into the groove with it. I'm also experiencing a lot of stressful things with my father that's going on to deal with that I never thought I would have to deal with at my age, but I'm trying to deal with it as best as possible. We also just came back from a quick weekend vacation with me and Matt and the kids, which was good. It was hard. If you have kids that parents with special needs kids, it's more of, it's not really a vacation, it's hard. Either way, we had a good time. I'll insert some footage here after that, but finally getting back into the groove of things. So like I said, I have 2 books that I want to read. Both of them are coming out in August. The first one I've actually started is Stay Awake by Megan Golden. This is her newest thriller novel. I'm like 20% into this. I actually have an e-arc of this as well, so that's how I'm reading it, but I'm hoping, I know I will finish this. I'll tell you more about it later. And then the other book that I have an e-arc of that I'm definitely reading this week is Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. This one comes out again in August because August is a insanely big month for books. And then the last book, this is a just in case I get to it. I think if anything, I'll start it, not finish it. That is Girl Forgotten by Karen Slaughter, another thriller. So that is my plan for this week. Either way, I'll just take you on the journey. If you don't know, if you've been to my vlogs are very loud because I have a almost 1-year-old daughter and a special needs son that is very loud. My vlogs are boring because I don't have a big social life, but it's just life. Let me go because my battery is flashing and it's gonna die here any second. So I'll update you a little bit later. If not today, definitely tomorrow. I'll talk to you soon. Wait a second, I lied. I'm back again because literally as I just stopped filming, I got an email from NetGalley saying that my request was approved for Carrie Soto is Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid, aka the new Taylor Jenkins Reid book. So I might have to switch up my low on the brain for this because I would really like to share with you what I feel about this book because I'm kind of iffy about it. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm really excited. I did not think I was going to get approved. I was for sure I was going to be denied because I've been pending for it forever. So I'm really excited about reading week this week. I'm really excited about reading this week. Now I will go. I will be back later sometime. Can you open your window? I need to talk to you about your car insurance.
I was 3 and you were 5.
I'd like to extend your car warranty.
Push me down, made me cry. Told each other we can marry someday, but we never knew we'd have to move away. Come to the creek one last time, hold my hand, stay by my side. Let's keep talking till our parents yell our names and tell us we must say goodbye. Oh, 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 oh. Promise you'd visit every May, but time goes on, we grow old with age. But I kept you in my memory, Lord knows how much you mean to me.
Hello, it is, oh god, what day is it? It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, right? Yeah, it's Wednesday. My mind is... I'm updating you on Stay Awake by Megan Golden. As I said, I'm reading this on ebooks. I think, okay, so I'm on chapter 42, which is about 220 pages in, and this book is about 300. I have 100 pages to go, so I will finish this today for sure. I'm reading this very quickly because it is interesting and also very confusing. So it's about a character named Liv who wakes up and she's like in a cab and she's on her way home and she gets to her apartment and there's other people living in. They're like, you don't live here. We live here. And she's like, what? She also remembers it's summer, but it is now fall. And she's just like, what is going on? And so she learns that it is actually 2 years later than what she thinks it really is. And let me tell you, this character handles this so well because she's like level-headed somewhat. Like me, if I would wake up and had like amnesia and not remember the past 2 years, I would be flipping out. Like if I went to my home and like my home wasn't my home, I would be...
Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm!
It's about Liv trying to figure out like what's happened in the past 2 years. Why is her memory, like every time she falls asleep, her memory kind of resets itself. So the whole book is about her. It's called Stay Awake because she writes that on her hand. She writes that on her arm. She tries to stay awake because whenever she falls asleep, she forgets everything that's happened and it kind of resets to like her memory like blanks out for the last 2 years pretty much. So something happened to her, obviously. And we also follow a set of detectives that are dealing with this murder that happened of this guy, and on the window pane it says stay awake. So obviously they're connected. You as a reader don't know. I'm almost done with the book and I still can't figure out exactly how they're connected. Like I have theories, but I still, like it's a very interesting book as in like I don't know how it's going to tie all together, but I'm interested in it. This is my third Megan Golden book. I've read her 2 previous ones. The Nights one, which is definitely my favorite by her, and then the other one was, I forget the name of it. It was like an elevator one, but I enjoyed them. So I'm liking her writing a lot, but as far as like the mystery goes, I'm interested in it, but I just don't understand how it's all going to tie together because I have no clue why this has happened to this character, why this traumatic event has happened and she can't remember, or how this is linking up to a murder. Like, I have no clue how she's gonna tie this together. I really don't. So that's why I'm so invested in it, because I'm like, how the crap is this all gonna tie together? But either way, I'm enjoying it so far. I will finish this today, and then my next read, like I told you guys, is Carrie Soto is Back. So I'm excited and apprehensive about that one. So yeah, that's my update for today as of right now. It's hot as mess here this whole week, like in the high 90s, and with humidity where I live in Virginia, it is very, like, the temperature will say it's 95, which is what it's going to be today, but if you go on like the Weather Channel app, it'll say temperature's 95, but we have such a high humidity heat index that it'll feel like 110. So summer is hard, man. I'm gonna finish reading this book today. My son has therapy, and that's literally my plans, is taking care of children, trying to survive the day. Cheers to that. See you soon. I wish I could say I'm gonna look better, but this is just about the best as you're gonna get this week. I'm here to let you know that I have finished Stay Awake by Megan Golden, and I don't know. Okay, here's my thing. I had a good time reading it. Like, it was a good experience overall. Like, I enjoyed the mystery aspect of it. We have two kind of different, almost three different storylines kind of going on, and I enjoyed all of them equally. We had one perspective from Liv, who's the one that wakes up and has no memory. Every time she falls asleep, her memory kind of resets itself to 2 years earlier. I like that. We also get flashbacks of 2 years earlier before, you know, this kind of event that has made her forget her memory. And then we also follow the detectives that are trying to solve this case. And I enjoyed them all. The thing I have with it is the ending didn't feel fully fleshed out. Like, when it was big revealed, I was like, oh, I wasn't like overly in love with the reveal, nor do I feel like, that's my daughter, nor do I feel like it really answered all of the questions. It answered a really big question, but as far as the other ones go, oh, hello, I don't feel like it answered them, if that makes any sense. So I think overall my rating for this will probably be 3.5 out of 5. She can walk some, by the way, now. She's not 11 months old yet. She can take about, oh gosh, she can take about 5 or 6 steps independently. That's insane. And now we used to do that where like that was like a couple weeks ago. Honestly, and we would like sit in front of her and she would walk towards us. Now I will just watch her out of the blue and she'll just like walk 5 steps on her own without, you know, anything. So it's crazy. Either way, like I said, 3.5 out of 5. Overall, I enjoyed the book. It kept me interested in it. I read it so quickly because I was like, what is happening? The biggest qualm I have with this is the ending, and I feel like the last page hints to something maybe more, but I can't quite catch it. Like, I'm trying to put 2 and 2 together, but it's not there. Like, I think it's this one thing, but it's not. It's either like something more or it's like a nice sign of closure. I don't know. I just really feel like it left unanswered. I didn't love the big reveal, and the ending's still kind of iffy for me. So overall, 3.5 out of 5. I did enjoy it. I will say I will read more Megan Golden books. In fact, I think there's one that she's released that I have not yet read that was released in like 2017. So I do want to read that. I like her writing style. I enjoy the characters. So I enjoyed it. Even though I didn't like the ending a ton, it was still a good experience for me. So yay, what's today? Wednesday. And I'm going on to my second book. I did start this vlog Tuesday, so I feel okay about that. I'm moving on to Carrie Soto is Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid. She's one of my favorite authors. You guys know I've read every single one of her books. I've loved every single one of her books. But as time goes on, I think about her, was it last year? I don't know, Malibu Rising, and I just don't love it as much as I think that I thought I did, if that makes sense. So this is going to be interesting what I feel about Carrie Soto. I'll update you when I get more into it, probably tomorrow. I imagine this will be a very quick read because it's Taylor Jenkins Reid. I love her writing style. Like, I'll read whatever she writes. So we'll have to see. I am very excited, but also I'm kind of apprehensive about this one. It's my first ever Taylor Jenkins Reid. I've been apprehensive to read it. So yeah, I'll update you when I have more to say. Do you just want to stand? Do you just want to look at yourself? Babies just love looking at themselves. Can you say hi? Can you say dada? Hello, it is Friday. Yes, that's the day. I didn't vlog yesterday. Not a lot happened. It was the same as every other day, much like how it's going right now. But I do have some reading updates for you. I am now officially 50% of the way into Carrie Soto is Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and not surprised. I am really enjoying it. I guess I am surprised because this is the one Taylor Jenkins Reid out of all of her books that I have been a little bit skeptical about because of just her last book. So if you don't know what Carrie Soto is Back, I have hiccups, so sorry. If you don't know what Carrie Soto is Back is about, it's about our character, Carrie Soto. Now, Carrie Soto was briefly in her last book, Malibu Rising. Malibu Rising was all about the Riva family, and in particular, our main character, Nina River, sorry, I have hiccups, was kind of in the midst of a divorce to her husband because her husband was cheating on her with tennis player Carrie Soto, who is, her husband was also a tennis player, but we briefly saw her in Malibu Rising, and she was a bit of a wildfire. So I was like, I don't know how I feel about her having her own book, but I'm so glad she did it because I am enjoying it. What I love about Taylor Jenkins Reid's books, especially ever since she wrote Evelyn Hugo, is kind of her take on different, like, kind of careers or paths almost. Evelyn Hugo was all about Evelyn Hugo, who was a famous actress, and then we had Daisy Jones and the Six, was all about kind of a rock band, and then we had Malibu Rising, which was kind of a break in it, where it was mainly about a family, and one of the characters was kind of a famous surfer, but it was mainly about the family. And now we have Carrie Soto, who is about a famous tennis player that was in like the 80s and 90s. And she's found her niche with kind of historical books about kind of famous fictional characters, if you will. I know my hiccups are annoying, I'm sorry. And I am enjoying it. Carrie Soto, this whole book starts with her, kind of how her journey to be a tennis player is. Her dad was born in Mexico, I believe, and he moved to the United States. He met Carrie's mom. They fell in love. They had Carrie ever since, like, you know, her dad was in tennis. He was kind of professional, but not 100%, but he wanted Carrie to be the best of the best. Her mom died at a very young age, and it's been Carrie and her dad ever since, and he's been her coach. It starts with her journey to start loving tennis and becoming the best of the best. Like, she goes on to, like, dominate, kind of like, it reminds me of the movie that just came out this year, or maybe last year, my mind is blah, King Richard with Will Smith in it, how it's about the dad of Venus and Serena Williams, and it reminds me a lot about that, also about the movie Wimbledon, which I don't think a lot of people have seen. But I really like it. So it starts off with her, as I've said like 50,000 times, and then she kind of retires in her like early 30s because her body's just not what it's used to. Because if you're a professional athlete, your time as a professional athlete is very, very small because of the strain you put on your body to do the sport. And she retired the best of the best, winning several opens, things like that. And then now the book picks up with her. I think she's 37, and her record for all of the things that she accomplished is being taken away by this really young player. And she's like, no, I worked really hard for this crap. So I'm coming out of retirement, and I'm gonna win some stuff to show that I'm still the best. And that's what the whole book kind of is about her trying to prove herself that she's still the amazing tennis player that she is. And I'm loving it. She is a very cutthroat character. She knows what she wants. She like works her body off. Like they often refer to her as the battle axe. Like, she doesn't have a lot of friends. She doesn't have a lot of love interests because she's so solely focused on tennis. And the media's kind of portrayed her as this horrible person that's just been so focused on winning and not being gracious about winning. And I'm like, I don't know if there's a right way. I don't know. It's just, it is what it is. But sorry, you hear my child. But I'm really enjoying it. I'm 50% of the way in, and I'll probably finish it today because Taylor Jenkins Reid, I love her writing style. It's so immersive. It's so easy to read. It's so easy to fly through her books. But this makes me want to watch more about tennis and things like that, even though I'm not that interested in it. But, I mean, Taylor Jenkins Reid has already won me back with this book. She just pulls me in. I just can't help but love her books. That's what today is, you know, momming. Like that. Yeah. I actually have a quick photo shoot this evening, just a family photo shoot, the family I've worked with a long time. And then the weekend will hit, and we'll see what the weekend has in store. Hopefully somewhat of interesting things, because this week has been very boring, but this is literally my life. It's just mom life, therapy, baby, that kind of stuff. But at least I'm really enjoying the books I've read this week, so there's that. Would it be a reading vlog without me folding an insane amount of laundry? No, it would not. But at least I'm watching a movie. Today is Friday, like I said, and the new movie The Gray Man on Netflix came out, which stars Ryan Gosling. My personal favorite, Chris Evans. Like, he is my favorite. Like, he is the one guy that, like, I'm a little bit obsessed with. Like, he is beautiful. So, yeah, I'm watching this. I hope to really enjoy it. I'll update you if I do. This is the reality of, like, every day where I live. Usually it feels like it's higher. Let's see what the daily. Ugh, just nice and hot. Even those temperatures are not those temperatures. They're, like, up to there. Summer, summer, oh summer. Oh, car vlog. I'm driving, but I'm being careful. I just got done with my photo shoot, hence why you can tell that I am super, super sweaty. It was a great photo shoot. It's a family that I have worked with. Most of my clients, if you don't know, I'm a photographer. I do it kind of like part-time, just randomly. I do a few photo shoots a month, really, and it's great. It's just a great kind of like side hustle, if you will. But anyway, the clients I took pictures for tonight are clients that I kind of consider my life clients, if you will. I met them when they were engaged, and now they have a family. They have 3 kids, and so like their sister was in town with their kids, so it was like a big family shoot. I have, you know, I've been with them for so long, so I love when I have clients like that, that I just can watch their family grow. It's so amazing, and I consider them more than clients. They're like dear friends of mine. So yeah, I took some quick pictures of that. It was only like an hour because, as you saw, the temperature is horrendous. So yeah, that's what I did. I do want to update you. I did finish that movie, The Gray Man, that had Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans in it, and I really enjoyed it. 4.5 out of 5. I love a good action movie with kind of like assassins, kind of almost, if you will. I love Chris Evans. Chris Evans is like my #1. Like, I'm kind of obsessed with him because he's Captain America. He's beautiful, and Ryan Gosling, gosh, so great. So I really enjoyed it. If you're looking for like a good action movie that is non-stop kind of action, it's a great movie. As far as Carrie Soto, I'm only 60% of the way in. I'm still hoping to finish it tonight. I might not. I might be able to finish it tomorrow. But yeah, that's kind of the update. So I'm gonna go home, relieve Matt with the kids, because watching both kids alone is a lot. So that's what I'm gonna do. I just wanted to update you, you know, to show that I do leave my house every once in a while. I do. Not often, but I do. So that's that. Hello, happy Saturday. I just got out of the shower. That's why my hair is all wet. Because we went to the beach this morning. As you saw, we only were there for a couple hours because, like I said, the heat index is really high here, so we didn't want to be out there too long for the kids and things like that. But they enjoyed it. It was the beach. Autumn was her first time. She was okay with it. She liked it. I think she'll like it more as she gets older, like her brother, but it was just a good time to get out for Saturday morning. Oh, I finished last night Carrie Soto is Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and I wonder what you think I'm gonna give it. I'm sure with me talking about it, you can already tell it was a 5 out of 5 for me. And I'm surprised, not surprised, I've said constantly in this video how, you know, I was apprehensive of this book because it was about a character that I didn't really super, oh my goodness, super love, but I mean, she won me over. She's definitely, I'm not like Carrie Soto at all. She's very determined and she does not like to lose. That was kind of the whole theme of this, the whole book. It was about her coming to grips with that she's just human and that she's been trying to be trained to be the best her whole life, the best at tennis. There's no other place but #1 for her, and she doesn't know what she is without it. So the whole book is about her, you know, realizing, even her dad is like, you know, you're not going to be the greatest of all time ever, you know, you have to have, you know, something else besides this. And I did really watch her journey. She, you know, it was also a book that was mislabeled with the media, with calling her a battle axe because she was, you know, strong on the court and didn't have a lot of friends. And I think that happens to a lot of athletes, especially women athletes. So I loved it, 5 out of 5. I love the romance in it with that character Bo, who was another tennis player. They decided to train together and they kind of had some history, but nothing more. And you can clearly tell something's going to happen between them. That was really great. Also, another amazing part of this book was the relationship between Carrie and her dad and how it was just strained at times, but ultimately the love they had for each other, it was just beautiful. So 5 out of 5. Do I think this is my favorite book of the year? I don't know. I've read another book that I just really, really love. But I mean, Taylor Jenkins Reid, one of my favorite authors, like top 5 of all time. Like, I love her writing style. I love the kind of niche she's in now with writing kind of books that are set in the past. This one's like kind of 80s, 90s about like a famous tennis star. And I really loved it. It will definitely be on my favorites list for the year, for sure. So I'm very glad to have read it. Very, very lucky that I got an arc of it. Was not expecting that whatsoever, but yay. So I'm going to move on to my last read for this video. I probably won't finish it for this video, but I'm going to start it, and that is Love is on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. This is her newest romance book coming out next month. So I'm excited for that. Ali Hazelwood writes a lot of, this is her second full-length novel. She did like a novella series, but she writes a lot of women in science, which is great because it's another thing that I can't connect with because I loathe science. Like, I'm just not good at it. That's what my next read is. I do want to share with you some book mail. I got a couple of books yesterday in the mail from publishers that I wasn't expecting. This girl will not let go of the camera. First up from Simon Teen, A Wilderness of Stars by Shay Earnshaw. This is a young adult book. I've read both of Shay Earnshaw's books and I really enjoy them. She writes kind of witchy books, and I'm guessing this is going to be the same, but I don't read a lot of YA books. I've read one this year, but I do really love Shay Earnshaw's books, so I will probably read this. This one comes out in November. And the other one I got from St. Martin's Press, I believe, and I have already read this, and that is The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. I've read a lot of her books. This is a romance book about a woman bodyguard, being a bodyguard for a male actor, and it was cute. I didn't love it. They also sent me this really great like kind of bandana that goes along with the book, and it's even got some like quotes from the book, which is great. I'll definitely use it. Yeah, that was awesome. I was not expecting either of these, but yay, I have them. So yeah, that's my update for right now. Went to the beach. Right now we're just gonna have kind of a chill day at home because tomorrow's gonna be busy. So yeah, I'm gonna try to relax some, but I never am able to because I have crazy, crazy children. But yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. I just realized I never filmed ending clip. So here we are. It's Monday. I am maybe 2 chapters into Love is on the Brain. It was a hard day yesterday. I had to clean out my dad's house for like 4 hours, and I feel like that was a long time, and I got some stuff done, but it's a lot is left to do. And so it was hot. I was tired, so I haven't read. That's the vlog. I hope you enjoyed my vlogs. I do them once a month because they're so boring. I feel like I don't offer anything for them, but I do enjoy filming them. I just, you know, I try to pick weeks where I have somewhat of something going on, but that changes in the blink of an eye, honestly. Like, we were supposed to go out on a date this past week, but my mom got COVID. She's totally okay now, but we couldn't go out, so that's totally okay. You know, things just happen. I was supposed to have another photo shoot, but my client got COVID. She's okay too, but you know, things happen so quickly. So yeah, that's my vlog. Again, thank you BetterHelp for sponsoring this video, and I hope you enjoy these vlogs. I totally understand if you don't, but yeah, my life is crazy, boring, and everything in between. Nevertheless, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.